Good evening, everybody. It's Lynn, the Leather Bag Lady. How are you all this evening? And welcome to episode 83 of Shop at the Shed. 83, my goodness me. It's a lot of episodes. Anyway, a little bit of housekeeping as always before we get started. All the items are pre-loved. They are not brand new. So that being said, there may be little blemishes, little scratches, little marks that will just kind of happen naturally. And to be honest, in most of the stores, if you're dealing with a leather product, there are going to be blemishes in the leather, whichever way you look at it. Tonight's items are pretty pristine, actually. So I can't wait to get to the point where I show them to you. Shipping is not included. I share the shipping with you. You pay a portion of the shipping, I pay a portion of the shipping, and that way it kind of helps both of us out. The shipping here in Canada is insane. So I like to, I don't want to put all of that on you as my customer. However, if you do spend over $100, the shipping is on me. That is that. So no returns, exchanges, or refunds. You get a couple of opportunities to see these items. First and foremost, via this video. And secondly, leatherbag.lady.com is my website. And that's where you will go to have a little bit of a closer look at some of these items. A little bit of a brief description. But I really do rely on the majority of you watching these videos. I do link the videos to each of the items on my website, and we'll say no more about it. We'll just get to the items. So the first item I have for you, this is actually a little bit of a vintage item. This is, I didn't even realize it had a zipper on the back. Oh, look at that. How often is this happening to me recently? Quite a bit. So this is a travel pouch, I am going to call it. Can you use it for other things? Absolutely. Do we travel with traveler's checks and all that kind of thing anymore? No. And if you don't even know what a traveler's check is, I got socks older than you. But anyway, this is a beautiful red leather piece from Danier Leather. Now, Danier Leather is a Canadian retailer. I don't think their products are made in Canada. I'm not sure. With that being such a hot topic right now, it is a Canadian brand. But like I said, I don't think their items are made in Canada. I don't even know if there is a brand. Here we go. Yeah, made in China. Unfortunately, that's where a lot of things are made these days. But let me unpack this beautiful little pouch. So as I've said, there is a zipper on the back, which I didn't even realize there was. So it's kind of set up like a little bit of a coin pouch. So could you use this as a wallet? It'd be a pretty big wallet. It's 9¼ inches wide and 4¼ inches tall. I've just said 9x4. I mean, I think the seams on either end will probably make up that 1/4 inch. It does have a magnetic snap button. There is a slip pocket here. You open it up. There is a pocket. There is a pocket. There is another slip, another slip. This pocket houses this little item, which is a passport cover. Now, recently traveling myself, they don't like you having your passport in these when it goes through customs. So if you're going to keep your passport in something like this, then you're going to have to take it out. However, this would be a great place to put some photos, whatever you want. This does slide in here. If you want to keep it in here, do. If not, don't. It is in absolute amazing condition. This is almost in a new without tags condition. No corner wear. Just make sure I'm not talking a load of crap. There is a tiny little bit of a lightning there, but nothing of any significance. It is just a beautiful piece that is probably, I would say, late 90s, early 2000s. So this is a little bit of a vintage Danier leather. I personally would not purchase anything from Danier now. They have very, very few leather pieces. They have expanded their repertoire to include, capes, shawls, merino wool items. You would be hard pressed to find a specialty item like this in Danier now. Used to be called Danier Leather, is now just Danier 2016. They went into receivership spring 2016, and by the end of summer 2016, they were already under new ownership. I do believe it's a Canadian conglomerate that took them over, but the quality, in my personal opinion, is not even a shadow based on what it used to be. A little bit guilty of replicating a lot of other brands' stuff. Lots of dupes for Danier over the years. They were a little cheeky in that regard, but still beautiful leather quality. Now, in the listing on leatherbagLady.com, there are a couple of pictures where this item is a little bit muted in color. Unfortunately, the lighting down here in my little suite at my aunt's, the lighting is very dull. I'm under a white light now as opposed to the other side of the room, which is very yellow. So I'm trying very hard to, get the color right. So you will see some of the pictures are darker. The brighter pictures are more representative of how bright and bold this red is. And when you ladies like your red, you like your red. Now, the next item is really, really lovely. This is a super cute black with red accent leather wallet. It is unbranded, unfortunately, so there is no brand to go by. Slips ID slot. Just making sure that that's, yeah. Looked like there was a little rip there, but there isn't. So you have slip pocket, and you have a slip, a separator with a zipper, a compartment, a separator with a zipper, and another compartment. So there is a lot going on with this little guy. So one of these maybe would be, like a coin pouch or something of that nature. But you literally have 1, 2, 3, come on now, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's a lot going on with this wallet, but the leather is nice. It's really supple. There's nowhere in the stress points, where the flap goes over. It is a magnetic button. Not a ton of card slots, but that's, some of the wallets just don't adhere to that crazy, 16, 18 card slot. Do you really need 18 cards? I know we all have them, but do you really need them? So that is item number 2. So if you're new to Shop at the Shed, normally we have 5 items. We have a purse pound item, which is an item that has a little bit more wear than I would normally offer. So it is a bit of a discounted item. I don't have any purse pound items with me until into March. We have a small, which is most of what these are, small items, clutches, wristlets, wallets, belts. I'm not at home, and I won't be at home till March. So I brought what I could carry with me, and it is all small items. And then we would have, a purse pound item, a small, and then 3 regular brand name leather bags. So I didn't bring any bags with me. I did not want a car that was busting at the seams this time round. I did have it in December when I was here, but I didn't want to do that this time round. So that's tonight's 2 items. Hopefully there's something there you like. If not, there are a handful of items already listed at leatherbagLady.com. And that is it for this week. I will see you next Wednesday for another episode of Shop at the Shed. Have a good evening, everybody, and have a great rest of the weekend. Bye now.